Hello boys, welcome back to another session of video tutorials, and this session is meant for class 11th biology students, and this is for 6th October 2020. We are into the revision mode. We have started revising chapter number 1, and in that we were discussing about the various aspects of classification, and under that the most important one that we deal today is biological nomenclature. Nomenclature is naming, giving a name. So it is universally accepted. That means irrespective of which country, whole world will accept that name. So that's biological nomenclature. And it is the universally accepted principles to provide scientific name to known organisms. And this scientific name has always two components: generic name, say genus, and specific name, specific epithet, species name. So every organism has got two parts: genus name and species name. This system of nomenclature was provided by Carl Linnaeus, so father of classification. And for example, when we say mango, mango is a English word, and in Latin the scientific name will be always in Latin names, and in two words will be there in the scientific name. Mangifera is one word, indica is another word. Here Mangifera is the genus name. That means it simply talks about mango. Indica, it is the specific name, species name, representing mangoes that are grown in India. So Mangifera indica. And human beings, our own Homo sapiens. Homo is the man, human being. Sapiens is the latest one, latest human beings. So what are the rules in this? So biological name, whenever we are writing scientific name, certain rules we have to follow. Those are universal in nature. So biological names are generally in Latin and written in italics. So this is the first one. The first word in a biological name represents the genus. Like I said, Mangifera, Homo, Homo sapiens. Okay. And the second component denotes the specific epithet, species name. Both the words in biological name, when handwritten, are separately underlined. So when we write this, as I did, you have to underline Mangifera, genus name, indica, species name, underline, Homo, underline, sapiens, underline, and then printed in italics. The first word denoting the genus starts with a capital letter. Look at this: Mangifera, M capital letter, Homo sapiens, H capital letter. And while the specific epithet starts with small letter, see, Mangifera indica, I is small letter, Homo sapiens, S is small letter, and the specific epithet starts with small letter. And further, there will be even the name of the scientist and year in which it is, the name is given, or the particular organism is found. That also will be there in higher classes. But at present, you remember this. So there will be two parts in the name. One is genus part, another is species part. You have to underline both genus as well as specific part. And then genus part, first letter should be capital letter. Species part, first letter should be small letter. These are the rules, universal rules of nomenclature. And based on that, we classify. Classification. It is a process by which anything is grouped into convenient categories based on some easily observable characteristics, which are similarities and dissimilarities. So classification makes study of organisms convenient. Taxonomy, the process of classification on the basis of external and internal structures, along with internal structure of the cell, development process, ecological information, is known as taxonomy. Taxonomy is process of classification. And then there are categories, taxonomic categories. A taxonomic category is a rank or a level in the hierarchical classification of organism. Hierarchy means one above the other. There are 7 obligate categories and some intermediate categories. Since the category is part of overall taxonomic arrangement, it is called taxonomic category or hierarchy, and all categories together constitute taxonomic hierarchy. So first you take up the hierarchy. Topmost one is kingdom. Kingdom is the topmost one of the hierarchy. And just below the kingdom there will be division. In case of plants we say division. In case of animals we say phylum. Remember, phylum Arthropoda, phylum Annelida, phylum Echinodermata, meta, whereas we said division Bryophyta, division Pteridophyta, like that. And below that classes will be there. Below the class order, below the order family, genus and species. So this is the taxonomic hierarchy. How many are there? We start off with many species will be there having similarities. Broad similarities come under genus, and many characters, again further common characters, will be grouped under family. Further minor, say something like 4-5 common characters, put them under order. So 2 or 3 will be there, that will be class. And phylum, when you say broad characters will be there. And then kingdom. If it is animals, animal kingdom, plant kingdom. So you got 7 categories. Now, how do you define species? As we have defined in junior classes, these are the natural population of individuals or group of population which resemble one another. First character should be resemblance. They should appear similar in all essential morphological, means external characters, and reproductive characters, so that they are able to interbreed freely. This is second character. First resemblance, second ability to interbreed and produce fertile similar offspring. So for mango tree, indica is species of genus Mangifera. Okay, and genus, it's a group of related species. They are not similar, related species which resemble one another in certain correlated characters only. All species of genus presumed to have evolved from a common ancestor. Lion, tiger, leopard are closely related species and placed in same genus called Panthera, like Panthera leo, Panthera tigris, like that. And then further we go ahead with the hierarchy. Family is a taxonomical category which contains one or more related genera. All genera of a family have some common features or correlated characters. Like family Solanaceae, brinjal family, contains number of genera like Solanum, Withinia, Datura, etc. Now order. This category includes one or more related families. Many families will be under order. So families Felidae and Canidae are included in same order, carnivores. Now class. A class is made up of one or more related orders. Many orders will be in the class. The class Dicotyledonnae, di means two cotyledons of flowering plants, contains all dicots which are grouped into several orders like rolls, polymonaeals, lineares, etc. So class will be that. And now many classes will be under either, if it is animal, phylum. If it is plant, it is under division. So the term phylum is used for animals while division is used for plants. They are formed of one or more classes. The phylum chordate of animals contains not only the mammals but also aves, reptiles, amphibians, etc. Finally, kingdom, the highest category in the hierarchy. It is the highest taxonomic category. All plants are included in the kingdom Plantae, while all animals belong to kingdom Animalia. So this is the hierarchy. And to do this classification, to do this taxonomy, we require some help. And who will do that? Taxonomic aids. So these are the techniques, procedures, and stored information that are useful in identification, classification of organisms are called taxonomic aids. So they may be techniques, they may be procedures, they may be stored information. Like herbarium we use, and I'm sure you will be preparing this class-wise or house-wise. Herbarium is a place where dried and pressed plant specimens mounted on the sheets are kept systematically according to a widely accepted system of classification. Like for example, all the say leaves that are available in and around your house, you can collect it, okay, dry them, press them, and then put a stitch with the help of a thread on each page. You can make a notebook that becomes a herbarium. Now you compare the leaf tip, leaf margin, venation, petiole, okay, all this, that becomes a herbarium. So the herbarium sheets also carry a label providing information about date, place of collection, English, local, botanical names, family, and your name. So this is the small task that you can do within your house. And then botanical garden. I am sure whenever you are going to class trip, maybe now you are 11th, last year 10th, and 9th, I am sure you must have gone to Mysore, Brindavan Gardens, a lot of botanical gardens, Hyderabad, I am sure you must have visited. So these are specialized gardens having collection of living plants. For reference, plants in these gardens are grown for identification purpose, and each plant is labeled indicating its scientific name and family. The famous botanical garden includes Royal Botanical Garden, Kew, London, Indian Botanical Garden, Calcutta, National Botanical Garden, Lucknow. These are some of the this you can you need to remember, because sometimes in UPSC and DA these questions will be asked. And then museums. Biological museum is set up in educational institutions like colleges and schools for reference purposes. Specimens are preserved in the containers or jars in preservative solutions or dry specimens. Insects are preserved in insect boxes after collecting, killing, and pinning. You have seen already in our lab all the preserved specimens. Okay, and when you had gone for Bombay trip, you must have seen varieties of fishes in fish aquarium. And then zoological park. Again, you must have visited in Hyderabad Zoological Park, Mysore Zoo, you must have visited. These are the places where wild animals are kept in protected environments under human care, and which enable us to learn about their food habits and behavior. Natural habitats are provided as far as possible. That you must have observed when you visited the zoological parks both in Hyderabad as well as Mysore. And for all this, we require what is called a key. What is that key? Taxonomic key is an artificial analytical device having a list of statements with a dichotomic. What is this dichotomic table of alternative characters which is used for identifying organisms? So here the key is something like it gives a clue, and we arrive at a clue based on two statements, okay, and that will give us a lead. Now how to do it? Usually two contrasting characters are used. The one present in the organism is chosen while other is rejected. Like animal has got fur on the skin, we say. Another statement opposite is it doesn't have fur. So you keep on rejecting based on your observations, and you keep on ticking what is there based on your observation, and you make all the ticks that you have ticked as per your observation. That becomes a lead. Each statement of a key is called lead. Separate taxonomic keys are used for each taxonomic category like species, genus, family. Keys are generally analytical in nature. We are able to analyze. So flora, manuals, monographs, and catalogs are some other means of recording descriptions. So this is how we arrive at a taxonomic way of classification of animals, and we'll see in our next session, next chapter. Until then, take care, and I want you to do two things sitting at home. One is collect all the leaves in and around your house, make a herbarium, and when you come to school, present a herbarium to me, and then write description about the leaves, and you can do even flowers also. And second, the question answers of this chapter. I'll be posting in the group. Please make a separate homework book and write all this. So you need to write these 5 pages, if I'm correct. Yes, 5 pages. All the 5 pages you write first, and below these 5 pages you write all the question answers of this chapter. Once you have done that, I will put MCQ to you. Answer those questions so that you have a clear concept about this chapter.